Welcome. Today, we're talking about one of the most unbelievable stories in the coin collecting universe. The 2000 D. Lincoln 1 cent coin that has shocked collectors and experts alike by being valued at an astounding $10 million due to its extraordinary minting errors and mistakes that transformed what was supposed to be an ordinary copper-plated zinc penny into a numismatic legend. A coin that continues to baffle experts with its mysterious characteristics, unmatched rarity, and the thrilling possibility that there could be more out there hidden in coin jars, cash drawers, or even forgotten piggy banks across the country, waiting to be discovered by someone like you. Imagine holding in your hand a single penny that was minted 25 years ago in the Denver Mint, a coin that millions of people have seen but never truly looked at closely, a coin that escaped into circulation with errors so rare that no other coin exactly like it has ever been verified. A penny whose small imperfections became the key to its immense value, and whose backstory reveals the fascinating and sometimes unpredictable nature of coin minting in the modern era. The year 2000 was a time of transition and technological change for the U.S. Mint, with modern presses and automated systems that were designed to reduce human error. Yet ironically, it was this very automation that sometimes led to mistakes, tiny misalignments, die clashes, or off-metal strikes that occur before quality control could catch them. And these minute imperfections would occasionally result in coins that, years later, would make collectors lose their minds with excitement. The 2000 D penny is one such marvel. And while at first glance it may look just like any other Lincoln cent, with a familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, under closer inspection by experts and under magnification, the differences begin to reveal themselves in the form of remarkable minting anomalies that make this coin so unique and so unbelievably valuable. One of the most talked about errors associated with the 2000 D Lincoln cent is the double die error, a striking flaw that occurs when the coin die itself was impressed twice at slightly different angles, causing doubling on key features like the inscriptions Liberty, the motto "In God We Trust," and the date 2000, giving them a ghost-like shadow or doubling effect that is immediately visible when examined under light. This doubling effect is what collectors call a dramatic variety, and when it's strong and crisp, it can raise the value of a coin exponentially, especially when paired with a mint mark from Denver, where quality control was known to be particularly strict, making such mistakes exceedingly rare. But in this case, the 2000 D double die is just the beginning of the story, because this $10 million coin doesn't just have one error. It combines multiple striking anomalies that together create a perfect storm of numismatic wonder, such as off-center striking where the coin was not properly aligned in the press, resulting in parts of the design being cut off while leaving the date and mint mark intact. An error that collectors find irresistibly appealing because it visually demonstrates how the coin slipped through the minting process. In some rare examples of the 2000 D penny, experts have also observed a broad strike error, with a retaining collar that normally holds the coin's shape during striking failed, allowing the metal to expand outward and create a broader, flatter rim with distorted lettering, a clear sign of mint malfunction. The combination of doubling, off-center striking, and broad strike deformation makes this particular 2000 D penny a one-of-a-kind specimen unlike anything else known to exist, and it's these physical traits, born of mechanical chaos during production, that make it so uniquely precious. Some even suggest that this coin might have been struck on a transitional planchet, meaning that the blank metal disc used could have been left over from a previous year's composition, perhaps one intended for a different denomination or a pre-1982 copper cent, which would make it heavier and richer in appearance compared to the standard 2000 zinc-based cents that weigh only 2.5 grams. Whereas this rare error coin might weigh closer to 3.1 grams or more, suggesting that a copper planchet mistakenly entered the Denver Mint press line during a time of high production demand. This possibility alone sends shivers through the collector community, because transitional errors are among the most desirable in all of coin collecting. Just think of the famous 1943 copper penny or the 1944 steel cent, coins that exist because of planchet mix-ups during wartime production, now worth millions themselves. If the 2000D cent in question indeed features such a composition error, it would represent one of the last known transitional mistakes of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series before major design changes took place in later decades. What makes the story even more thrilling is that this particular 2000D penny has been authenticated by top grading services, sealed in protective cases, and given a designation that confirms its unique attributes, such as double die obverse, off-center broadstrike, transitional planchet, a trifecta of errors so rare that the combination has never been reported before or since. Experts estimate that even a single one of these errors could make a penny worth thousands, but all three on one coin elevate it to mythical status. Collectors are known to spend decades hunting for coins like this, sometimes examining thousands of pennies from rolls or bags just to find a minor doubling or off-center strike. So to discover a specimen that embodies all three is almost like winning the coin collector's lottery. The legend of the $10 million 2000D penny has spread through the collector world like wildfire, with rumors, auction listings, and even speculative private sales contributing to the hype. And while skeptics may debate the exact monetary value, what's undeniable is that this coin represents the dream of every numismatist, to find an error so spectacular that it rewrites the value scale entirely. Imagine the sheer disbelief of someone who found this coin, perhaps in loose change, maybe tucked away in a coin jar, who then realized after careful research that they were holding something that could buy a mansion, luxury cars, and still have millions left over, all from a single cent that was meant to represent the most common form of U.S. currency. It's the perfect example of how the smallest details matter, how an imperfection can sometimes be more valuable than perfection itself, and how human error, or in this case, machine error, can lead to something extraordinary. The Denver Mint has a long history of producing both perfectly struck coins and occasional oddities that make their way into collectors' hands. And the year 2000 was no exception, as production numbers were high and machines were operating at maximum speed to meet national demand. Under such conditions, the chance for misfeeds, die clashes, or planchet substitutions increased slightly, even though quality assurance was advanced, and yet that slim margin of error is what gave birth to treasures like the $10 million 2000D cent. This story has inspired many collectors to start re-examining their 2000D pennies, looking closely at the date, mint mark, and inscriptions for signs of doubling, rotation, or thickness variations in lettering, as even the tiniest differences can be clues pointing toward a rare variety. Some coins show partial doubling only on Liberty or In God We Trust, while others display stronger doubling on the date, which experts categorize as distinct die varieties. The rarest examples combine clear doubling with other striking errors like off-center images or missing letters due to grease-filled dies, where minting grease partially obscures the design during striking, leading to incomplete or weak details. Each of these traits adds to the uniqueness and desirability of the coin.